What is going on with LA Knight? What is going on with the booking of LA Knight? I just don't seem to get it. And it seems like WWE is not sure which way they want to go with him. LA Knight, the guy is a star. The guy is great on the mic. He's good in the ring. He's charismatic. And I look at this guy, I look at LA Knight. I'm saying, okay, he is a star. Why not push him as a star? Like what are we doing? And I understand WWE, they can't push everyone. Everyone can't be, in the main event. I understand that. There's only a few spots, for the main event. But someone like LA Knight, he has it all. He's the total package. So the booking of LA Knight has been baffling because we all know when he made his debut on the main roster on WWE SmackDown, he was known as what is his name? I forget his name. I can't. Max Dupree. He was Max Dupree, and then after that, it just seemed like even that was not good. It wasn't really good at all. But LA Knight made that work, and then eventually we got LA. Eventually, we got LA Knight. He was LA Knight on SmackDown, and it seemed like they were doing something with him. And then he was like losing matches nonstop. Seemed like they were gonna push him. And then he was losing matches again. And then like the last maybe year and a half, they're pushing him. They stop. They push him. They stop. It's like, what are we doing? The guy is 42 years old. He's in great shape. He is the total package. So why can't WWE do something with him? And then also how he's just been getting over with the crowd. And especially when WWE was pushing him, as a bad guy, and people were still chanting for him. Even though they knew that he was going to lose the match, he was just still over. So I'm like, if you have someone that's over just naturally, why not push the guy? So WrestleMania, okay, LA Knight, he had a good match against Jacob Fatu. He lost the match. I'm like, okay, all right, let's move on. And then we have the triple threat match, or not the triple threat match, the fatal four-way match at Backlash. Okay, LA Knight, not solo, Jacob Fatu pinned him again. I'm like, okay, what are we doing? And as we all know, Jeff Cobb, now he's gone by the name JC Mateo. I'm like, I don't really like that name. Like, yeah. Okay, so we have, he interferes in the match at Backlash. And then on SmackDown from last Friday, we have LA Knight versus JC Mateo. And you know what's so funny? Jeff Cobb. I first found out about Jeff Cobb from a wrestling game, what do you call it? Retromania. Yeah, Retromania. That's how I found out about Jeff Cobb. And then I saw him on AEW a couple years ago. I'm like, that guy looks familiar. He was on Retromania. It's kind of silly. But anyway, in AEW, Jeff Cobb, when he would make appearances, I'm like, that guy has something special. I really like him. I really like his look. I really think he's good in the ring. But when he made his debut, or when he had this match against LA Knight on SmackDown, I'm thinking to myself, okay, Jeff Cobb, I know his new name is JC Mateo. That's a weird name. I don't know if I can get used to that name. But so anyway, JC, he had a match against LA Knight, and I'm thinking, okay, they're not going to have him lose this match. And then also I was thinking, LA Knight just, he lost a few matches, or a couple of matches kind of back to back. So I don't think they're going to have LA Knight lose this match either. So I thought that we were going to get maybe maybe like a DQ, or there was going to be like a brawl. A brawl was going to break out, and they were going to have to, stop the match. That's what I was thinking. So I'm like, okay, what are they going to do with LA Knight? What are they going to do with JC? So we have this match, and first of all, I have to say, this match, I feel like it just went on way too long, and I was not crazy about this. I was not crazy about this match at all, although LA Knight, he kicked it up. He made the match entertaining. He kicked it up a little at the end. He took, got into high gear, I should say. And I'm thinking like, okay. And Jeff Cobb, he hit his finisher and he beat LA Knight. And I thought that was just so baffling. So what are they gonna do with LA Knight? Is he going to win Money in the Bank? Because he's just losing back to back now. And the fact that, okay, JC, he made, it was his first time on SmackDown, so he shouldn't lose his first match if you're trying to push a guy if a guy is new. But also, I'm thinking, like, what are they doing with LA Knight? I just don't get it. I really hope that the direction of LA Knight with his booking and his push, I hope that they get it together and really push this guy to the next level because I know it's one of his phrases or, sayings, he's a megastar. He really is a megastar and he really has something special. And then also with JC, when the way that the commentators when they were talking about, the match against, LA Knight versus JC, they were talking about JC like he was the second coming of Andre the Giant. It's like he is so huge, he is so enormous. And I think, it was just like, what is this? You would have thought that he was Andre the Giant or Braun Strowman. I'm like, okay. And I think the guy did look it up. He is 5'10, but compared to LA Knight, he looked like he was just really tiny in the ring to me. I mean, even though he is, he has some weight on him. So we shall see. I am hoping that we're going to get something from this booking, with LA Knight. Hopefully he will win Money in the Bank because you can only go up from here, right? Or is he going to go down, down, down? So let's see. Take care and have a good one.